Peace. What's going down? Welcome to today's episode of the Confidence in the Klutch Podcast with Donald Nelson on the Confidence in the Klutch Network. I'm D-Nell, Dizzle, Deezy, Deezus, Deezy D, Deezos, Don P, Don D, Lil D, Don Rilla, Digger, Don Loke, Playboy D, your host with supreme confidence. Put it on a t-shirt. Whether it's a game of basketball or the game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Damn, I just feel like figured out I missed my anniversary. Yo, wow, this is crazy. Yo, I missed the anniversary of the pod. Oh, wow. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck like Milwaukee. I am the IP. Stay woke and get out. Gold ball or bust. You can't fit in when you're standing out. Last year was about branding. This one about expanding. Colorism is dead. Black is black. Wow, that's crazy. Not every disagreement is a fight. You get to make the decision, but you don't get to decide the consequences. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but not their own facts. No shine without the grind. I work for myself, so I guess I work for a boss. You buy once, you cry once. The cheap creator content. Don't sink the ship just because you ain't the captain. If it doesn't fit, make it fit. Didn't reinvent the wheel, just a better design. These did. Takes a village to raise a kid, but still could produce an idiot. Supreme rationalizer. Donetha, all black with a little bit of gold. Show y'all confidence in the clutch. Road, food for the spirit, confidence and control. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Support your own American-born African with mass appeal. I did something today. It was like, what a race. American-born African / African-American / black. Figure out if you pick one. Listen to and follow the network on various platforms. Wherever you listen to your podcast, search Confidence in the Clutch. Click the bell of notifications. Click the bell for notifications of new content when I drop. Follow, share, rate, and review is important. Every subscriber matters. Follow us on X at KITK. Coming up, y'all. Hey, man, we're going to talk about the anniversary, but Konfident Service Announcement Resistance. Let's talk about the NBA. Finals is set, what I think. Talk about that Spurs and that Thunder series. You know what I mean? And then we get into WNBA, man, CC. I don't know what's going on, but they got to get it together. NFL trade, politics as usual. I don't know what's going on. There's just a whole bunch of garbage going on in the politics, the political sphere in this country, and the things we're doing in the world. And my Nemesis Thoughts Part 2, I done finished that joint, like always. Bringing you quality content with strong opinions and facts. At Confidence in the Clutch, we are feared more than love, but never hated, y'all. The hate don't bother me anyway. But if I said it the right way, I would say the hate doesn't bother me. But we don't do that. The hate don't bother me. You know what it is. Come ride me for a minute, man. Confidence starts right now. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.
What is up to my good people out there in the world? Welcome to episode 473 of the Confidence in the Clutch podcast with Donald Nelson on the Confidence in the Clutch Network. I'm here to educate, entertain, and inform. Click the bell on YouTube for notifications and new content when I drop. Make sure y'all subscribe where you listen to your podcast. New independent media. Energy is up. Health is wealth. I feel good. Just getting back from the gym. All is good. Man, I can't even drink a bottle of champagne because I went to the gym. Yes. Happy anniversary to me. The anniversary is on May 21st. It's been a lot of stuff going on, right? So now I'm back on YouTube. What you can't cuss in the first 5 to 10 minutes or something like that. So I got to figure this out. Man, I ain't on YouTube. The audio is. I ain't did the video yet. But, however, yo, happy anniversary, yo. This is... This is my eighth anniversary. Yeah. I went live May 21st, 2018. Yeah, this 8 years, y'all. Wow. 8 years of doing this. 473 of these. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't record these joints but only once a week. You know what I'm saying? Took some time off here and there depending what I'm feeling, man. But right here, man, 8 years, man, my people, anybody that love me, man, y'all always going to have a report from me during this time frame, man. And the video's going to be priceless for... If something ever happened to me, youth is wasted on the young, you know what I mean? Lord willing, I'm here. 2 things you can't control, man, the past and tomorrow. So all we get is 24 a day. We get the present. That's why we give gifts during birthdays. The present, right here, right now. The only thing that matters is that moment. Moments matter, y'all. We got to make the most out of them. So happy anniversary to me. The Shy Reverberation podcast is back out. We on episode 2 of that. for this season, I should say. I believe we're on 58 of the Shout Reverberation podcast. And then next week, celebrating the series finale of the final season of Power Book 3, Raising Canaan. Start that back up, man. So I'm so happy where my television pods have went and where I've changed it at. I feel really good about those. So, like I said, I'm moving. So the studio office is not where it need to be, but I'm gonna have to get back out here on this film, y'all. Just give me a little bit of time, and then I'll be back out here on the thing, and we'll make it crack and make it happen, y'all. So let's get into our Konfident Service Announcement, albeit a little bit late today. Let's talk about, man, I can't believe happy anniversary, y'all. Happy anniversary, man, to me, man. This is just love, man. Our Konfident Service Announcement for today is about resistance. So you have to resist those temptations, those negative things. We know what we want to do. We know all the things that we may think is beneficial for us. The people that self-medicating. Remember, a little too much of anything could kill you. Too much sunlight, too much orange juice, too much water, too much red meat, too much fried food, too much sweets, too much sex, because you're gonna be having unprotected sex, and I mean, it's too much of anything could kill you. So too much exercise. You know what I mean? You gotta let your body rest. So everything with class and moderation, as Tupac told me. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to do what you can do, but resist those negative things. Resist those urges to check somebody when it's warranted. Don't be nobody punk. However, there's a time and place. Remember the rule. Doesn't need to be said. Doesn't need to be said by me, and doesn't need to be said by me right now. Because most of the time when people irritate you and you just stop engaging with them, you're fine. You're fine. It's just like the child that's acting out on the floor. I don't want to do that. No, some parents going to pop that child. Some parents going to cuss them out, or some parents just going to ignore the behavior. And then the child going to realize, nobody's paying attention to me no more. And then they're going to get their tail up. Yeah, I mean, manipulation is key in all this too. But when you're resisting things that you're asking somebody for their money, that's when it gets to a problem. So remember, when you're resisting things from your employer and they pay you and they keep you where you at right now, that is a problem. Remember who's paying you. Know what you're there for. Like Jay just told me, know why they hired you. Like for me, being in education all these years, I'm about the kids. I don't give a damn who pay me. However, the people that pay you ain't what they own. It's about numbers. And there's times when education has been privatized in this country. However, you cannot run education like a corporation. You know what I'm saying? And where we at in Wisconsin, there are like so many wraparound services for children and adults here to help people do things. People would say we are a social service playground here. And there's so many people that have 501(c)(3)s and other nonprofits, 501(c)(3)Bs and all this. And they prey upon the poor, the weak, the uneducated. And when they do that and you working for them, that cross you got to bear, the people that walk around with crosses, that's when Jesus died. I don't never see nobody with a statue of Jesus ascending into heaven with that saddle around their neck. That's what I would have if I was a Christian. So resist to going with the bullshit at your job. Because if you're going with the bullshit, you know what that means? That means it's time for you to move around, especially when you know what's right. Don't do the devil's work. That's what I would say. And that goes for all of y'all. Don't do the devil's work. However, if you got to pay your bills, you better do what the fuck they tell you to do until you find out otherwise. Don't be dumb out here. All right? So these are things that when you come to Confidence in the Clutch Coaching, we can talk about. The things that you want to do. Well, you are you ready? Are you ready to go out and start your own business? Are you ready to do that? Let's do it then. Let's do it. Let's get this plan in place. Let's look at this. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. What do you want to do? Let's write it down. Let's get it together. Let me be your accountability partner. Let me coach you through it. Let me show you how to do this, son. Confidence in the Clutch coaching, baby. We ready. We on the brink of bringing this joint, y'all. Let's go. Y'all ready to get into it? Let's do it. Hey, yo. And it started from a whim. Yes, I'm him. Look at the gym in my nose and my ear. Yeah, the thing is shine. She on my mind. And when she walk by, she kind of fine. And I like to see walking from behind. And I putting a little teddy the way it sit. Know what I'm saying? I'm real legit. Can't quit. And then I... Yo, man, let me chill, B. Yo. Hey, yo. NBA week. Joe Mazzulla wins Coach of the Year. Well deserved. I ain't even seen no fucking press conference. Hey, man, I ain't never seen them do the Coach of the Year after the fucking MVP. But okay. My man said he ain't give a fuck. And they said we don't give a fuck, I guess. Hey, yo, maybe I missed the press conference and shit, man. I don't know. It's crazy, though, right? One thing I want to say with the Western Conference Finals coverage being over, that the NBC had that, they did very well to me. You know what I mean? I still like, it's just comparisons is the thief of joy. So I really love what Amazon do. And I really love what TNT do. Fuck that ESPN shit. That's still TNT to me. I like that. I like to compare and contrast because you got generations. You know what I mean? Different generations. And I love what NBC do too as well. Maybe because they've been on the road a lot, so maybe it's just a little bit different feel and shit because they're at the conference finals. They're supposed to be on the road as opposed to be in the studio. So, but I love it all. But I'm glad that NBC is back, and the Fantastic Four did good. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Shams hating, you know what I mean? But they can only get better. I know people complain about Melo clothes. Melo still was fly, and I am a subscriber to, just because that shit costs a lot of money don't mean that shit fly. But Melo was still fly. He was just a different type of fly. He wasn't, and he wore suits and shit sometimes. He just was, I'm comfortable in this. So y'all want the performance or y'all worry about how the motherfucker look, man? Hey, yo. All right. So let's talk about this Western Conference Finals. Game 5, Chet finally showed his ass up. He had a series high in points and rebounds. Wemby had 20 points on 15 shots. That shit wasn't good enough, right? So they lose that. So now we down 3-2, okay? Game 6. When Wemby makes his decision that he is going to exploit Chet and Kill and whoever else is put fucking in front of him, Hardenstein, whoever, he going to do that. He had 22 and 6 at halftime. Now he had 20 in Game 5, so he's balling. So the Spurs went on a 32-14 third quarter, and ta-da. Now, last week I told y'all that I was a little bit leery because the only way the Spurs can get this done is if they got to win 2 games in a row, B. You heard me? So they won Game 6 on Thursday. So then, ta-da, what they do? They go into Game 7 on Saturday, and you know what happened with that. We all know what happened with that. Was that Saturday or was that Friday? Huh. It was Saturday. Yep. So Game 7, second quarter, Caruso, and you know, I like Caruso and I like OKC way. They play physical D and shit. I just went to dirty physical D. I'm with physical D, not the dirty shit though. But Caruso put Castle down, and shout out to Harper for sitting down and grabbing Castle. Like he sat down right behind him, like, hold on, folks, just chill, folks. We got these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So he sat down so Castle wouldn't go all the way to fuck off because Castle was ready to explode. Second half, Wemby on the wing, jab stepping is too much. And shooting fadeaway threes. Come on, man, this motherfucker can dunk from the other side of the lane reverse. You know what I'm saying? Then he's shooting fadeaway trays off jab steps and shit, man. Come on, man. At 7-5, come on, B. Come on, man. Spurs offensive rebounding because Chet don't want to get his ass up in there with Wemby. They just wanted it more. And I love Vassell punching that shit at the end. Fuck that shit. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? I like a good fuck you. And fuck y'all and everything y'all stand for. As a staff, record label, and as a crew, we got y'all asses the fuck up out of here. I love that. Fuck dribbling out the clock. Punch that shit. Yeah. And I love that Wemby was crying at the end of the game because them emotions is why I coached the game. Them emotions is why we play the game, and he at the highest level, right? And he was crying and celebrating with his teammates so much he didn't even get a chance to go. Them OKC cats couldn't even get around him. He was too busy motherfucking breaking, as he should. I told everybody, The Thunder won 2 games in a row early in games 2 and 3. The Spurs had to win 2 games in a row to win the series, and they did that in game 6 and 7. That's what I'm talking about. Now, Shea did with his part, and Shea balled out. But shit, you on double Shea, and we got elite defenders on your ass. What you gonna do, Shea? Shea had 35. He had 35, and the other 4 starters had 31 combined. But think about it. AJ Mitchell, J-Dub ain't there. Spurs had 7 motherfuckers in double figures. Thunder 5. Oh, and the main one, the number 2 now, because J-Dub was their number 2. Chet was really the number 3 last year. Ain't nobody gonna say that shit, though. We talking about first team, all defense, and like third team. Some shit like that maybe last year. Okay. So Chet was 1 for 2 for 4 points. No trades, no nothing. 4 points and 4 rebounds, right? Then after the post game, he talking about, man, I got to look at the film and it's about us and we need, us and we, motherfucker, you had 4 points on 2 shots in how many minutes? 33 minutes or some shit like that? Shit. The fuck out of here, Chet. What about I? What could you do better, son? I show you how to do this, son. SGA said the season was a failure because he don't give a fuck about MVPs, none of that shit. And he got to be better. Yeah, go ball or bust. That's what it's supposed to be. All right, let's talk about it for these Thundercats, yo. Next for the Thunder. Chet. Your ass might get traded for Giannis if they want Giannis. You didn't show. 33 minutes, 1 for 2, 4 points, 4 rebounds, and a fucking closeout game 7 at the crib. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. J-Dub. Your ass might get traded for Giannis. He was injured the whole year. And the reason J-Dub might get traded for Giannis, because AJ Mitchell might be better than you at a lower price right now, and we can get more for you. It's business. It's business. However, the Thunder should chill. This was a game 7, and they had two key, say that fast. They had 2 key wing players injured. They were going to lose that game, especially when you got your second killer ain't stepping up. The Thunder can run this shit back and no one would trip. I ain't tripping. I think they should, personally. Because why get older? Why get Giannis and shit and get older? Motherfucker, like, what are we doing here? And Giannis played less shit. Did he play less games than J-Dub this year? Shit, that's a good question to ask. So why get older? J-Dub had the wrist shit and he had the helm. All that shit gonna be better next year. Giannis got a lot of wear and tear on his body, so we'll see. SGA, J-Dub, and Chet, all their player extensions have kicked in. Like SGA, boom, we got 40, 60, 65, 70, 75 in the next 5 seasons as far as he signed that 4, right? Or that 3 with the player op, whatever, with that PO. Chet and J-Dub got 5-year, $230 million extensions that kick in next year. So let me ask you this. Will OKC pay the luxury tax or get under the cap? What they need to do? If they winning, as long as we making Western Conference Finals or the Finals, they should, right? But shit, was Western Conference Finals good enough when you won one? That's the question. They got to get to the finals every year in order for them to keep paying that luxury tax. I keep on hearing they need 3-point shooting shit, though. Well, somebody got to go. Because you got to get you some snipers. Y'all better get in the gym this summer. Don't do shit and just keep shooting. They got mad picks and swaps and shit still. You know what I'm saying? So they got enough with their players and their shooters. It all depends how they want to reset this shit. How they want to reset it. Because it's Shea Wemby and Jokic in that top echelon of players and everybody else up under them. And y'all can put it whoever the fuck y'all want to up under them. You got Ant-Man, Luka, Tatum, Giannis, all that shit. Motherfucking Jalen Brunson and shit. And y'all put all them cats up under there. Cade and all that shit. But them the top dogs. So you got to make sure whatever the top dog need, we're going to give what the top dog need. They have enough to go and get some shooters by giving up the minimum pieces from their court. They got minimum pieces that they can move around with some upside. They saying, we trying to win right now. We don't want the elongated trying to win right now. It all depends, though. But if you ask me, stand pat, trade a couple draft picks like some lesser players. Don't bring some of them cats back possibly. Get some shooting and run it back if I was the OKC Thunder. All right, the finals. Knicks Spurs. Knicks 2-1 versus the Spurs this season. They won a cup. That cup shit don't count, so there's 1-1 they split. Who's the underdog right now? That's all I want to know. Who's the underdog? Fuck the betting thing. In your eyes, who's the underdog, the Knicks or the Spurs? We can say the Spurs with the youth, right? We can say the Knicks, they kind of young, but they were more veteran-laden team. Young cats don't play on their team. All depends how you look at it. Check this out, y'all. The Knicks, if they can get Wemby away from the paint, right, they can drive and kick. If they can't, what the fuck they gonna do? They gotta become a jump shooting team. Some may say this is the Knicks' first test of the playoffs. I will agree to that. Brunson and OG will have to keep the Spurs in foul trouble. I agree to that. Mitchell Robinson as a lob threat will keep Wemby around the rim, whether good or bad. So we got to figure out how we playing. Because Wemby ain't holding Cat. What he going to be holding? Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges. Let's flip the other side of the coin of the Spurs. The Knicks had matchup problems all around that bitch. Like, yeah, we know OG, we know OG. We know Josh Hart. We know Bridges gonna be able to do they switching on the wings too. Who the fuck is Brunson holding? Y'all tell me that, then we'll figure it out. Because he's gonna have his work cut out for him, whoever he hold. But his effort is good enough, and if they got to switch, it is what it is. Offensively, the Spurs can switch everything on. Defensively, the Spurs can switch everything on Brunson, Hart, and Bridges. It don't even fucking matter. And they're going to be able to switch better than that OG, Hart, Bridges shit when it comes to the Knicks. Brunson going to have taller defenders on him the whole time, so he's going to have to turn more into a facilitator aspect. Brunson, in order for them to be successful, he got to have double-digit assists, so that's what the Spurs going to have to limit. The Spurs bench is better than the Knicks. They deeper, and they got crackers on the bench. And then the thing is, if we just played through Chet and the Thunder flopping, JB flops as well. And he does it with his little hair shit, right? So if they follow how they defended SGA the last few games of the series, Spurs going to be all right. So who's the underdog? Who's the underdog now? The Knicks? All right. For nostalgia's sake, if I had to pick, I would want to pick the Knicks to win the series. Why? History and what it means. Was 53 years, 56 years, 58 years, whatever it is. What if it mean for the city of New York? I live in Wisconsin, though, Milwaukee. It didn't do shit for me. What it mean for the NBA? It's one of them teams that, yeah, legacy and all that. It'd be nice. I like Mike Brown as a coach and all the ups and downs and shafts he's gotten throughout his years and motherfucking shitting on him. So to see that black man win, I love that. Realistically, though, shit, Spurs in 6. Even though I can't see New York going down at home in a game in 6, in a game 6 at Madison Square, but the Spurs really got to have their number and come like, fuck that shit. We got to take care of these motherfuckers. That's how they do that. However, I'm good either way, but I do remember Castle is my man's in them, so I'm pulling for Castle. I really like. See, now if the Knicks had DiVincenzo, though, we having a problem because y'all know I like DiVincenzo being my man for a long time. He out because of how he performed in that national title game with Villanova. All right. There's 2 black coaches from the pop coaching tree, so can't go wrong anyway. It's gonna be good basketball, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Keep it cracking in the comments, y'all. All right. WNBA. Okay. I told y'all last week I'm going to sit down and watch a game. I watched the Las Vegas Aces versus Dallas Wings. The first half, it was cool or whatever, 7-8 point lead, 53-45 Aces at half. You know what I'm saying? It's mad bad shots. And I'm like, what's up with Jewel Lloyd? Like, yeah, I mean, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, she ain't playing like Jewel Lloyd she did in Seattle. But I like what I saw. And I'm like, yo, the Aces have too much again. And I'm like, why didn't Kennedy Carter not play in the league last year again? What the fuck is going on? But then, as I'm watching, I'm flipping back and forth, whatever I was watching, I'm like, oh, the Wings are legit. And then they took the lead in the second half when I turned back with 4 minutes left in the fourth. And Paige is a motherfucker. Hey, man, comparison is a thief of joy. You can like whoever you like. Paige is a Paige, man. Paige Beckers. Paige is legit. AZ is a motherfucker. She finding her way now. Oh, this my spot. My shit is dribble through motherfuckers. Pull up. Oh, finish that room. Oh, do it up. Man. Y'all know what Enrique do. So shit, it only, man, come on, man. That three-headed monster at guard. And I told y'all, Jessica Shepard fits in very well with them. I knew that was a steal, right? She had 22, 20, and 10 against the motherfucking MVP. Come on, man. Dallas has a very nice rotation on guards and bigs and shit. Man. Holler at me after All-Star game and see where we at. But I already told y'all what's going on with Dallas. All right. Now, the Stephanie White and Caitlin Clark shit is nothing to see, y'all. It happens in man sports all of the time. Can y'all stop? Can y'all stop? Leave CC alone, please. Like, I get it. But, I mean, when your coach is directing you, you can't show up your coach on the sideline. That's the only thing I don't like about this shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you ask the coach, am I supposed to do this type shit? Some motherfuckers going to take that as showing up. I get it, though. So it is what it is. You can ask. There's nothing wrong with asking a question. Demonstrate this, because we do it as coaches. I need you like this. So if you show me how you do it, I got to show you how to do this. I ain't even mad with showing up a motherfucker. I'm not doing that. But what CC has to understand, players who are bad defenders get picked on, and that's what the fans have to understand. It happens in the man's game all the time, right? We were just talking about James Harden in the series before. Defense is about effort, though. You got to have effort. CC has to give a better effort and not put her teammates in a position where they get fucked covering for her ass. Now, Stephanie White has to keep preaching team defense and help philosophy, right? So that we know we got to help off our man, but that means we got to put on a weaker defender out, the weakest offensive motherfucker out there, though. But if everybody knows she fooled. That's why her effort got to be there. But you know why this shit is loud right now? CC's numbers. Paige out here. The sheen is worn off. And motherfucker, I told y'all last week, Indiana looked like a better team without her. She might need to get the fuck out of Indiana. She might need to go somewhere. She need to go somewhere anyway. She need to get the fuck out of Indiana anyway, period, point blank. Sorry, y'all. She need to be on the coast. She need to be on the coast. They don't need her in Brooklyn. And ain't nothing in Connecticut no more. So there's only one other place. But they don't need her over Kelsey Plum out in LA. But she need to go somewhere where she can get in where she fit in. She might need to go to Chicago, to the sky, close to Iowa, all that shit. Let her do what she did. But you know, it is what it is, man. But we'll see. That shit be what it's going to be, man. All right. I want to get a quick shout, NFL shit. Shout out to Russell Wilson for joining CBS studio crew. So I guess that take it, Russell is retiring then. Shout out, man. You did your thing, man. People try to talk about you, dog. You did what you did. It was just one bad throw, man, that changed the trajectory of your career and who the fuck you was, man, and all the hate came, man. This is what it is. Everybody, there's plenty of motherfuckers wish they had that one you had, though, dog. And your run, let Russ cook, is good. Myles Garrett, traded to the Rams for Jared Verse and a 27th first-round pick. Cool. All about the dough, though. If the Browns go young, like, does that mean Deshaun doesn't play this year, right? I mean, he plays this year, but who's going to pick him up next year? But the Browns did it because the guaranteed money or whatever he was going to get, they had it for the new year, 15 years, once the 15 days, when the new league year start, they pushed it back to 7 days before the first game of the new league year. So it's just about paper, y'all. They paid him last year. They got 1 year up out of him. He balled out. It is what it is. If you ask me, the Rams are Super Bowl favorites this year. Aaron Donald talking about shit. If dog on the line, I can come back. Fuck it. Oh, man, hell no. Dog and Aaron Donald, man, that shit over with. Over with, yo. And A.J. Brown finally got out of Philly to the Pats for a 28th first and a 27th fifth. Shout out to him. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to have a hard-ass schedule this year. And we'll see if Mike Vrabel is able to stay there. I know A.J. probably told Kraft, dog, if y'all think about firing, dog, don't even trade for me because I want to play for dog. So we'll see what it is. All right. Politics as usual. And the Pope apologized for the Vatican and the Catholic Church's role in the sanctioning of the Atlantic slave trade. It's a start. Without their approval and the Queen of England and all that shit and all that other bullshit, the shit wouldn't have happened. Y'all know what it was. Y'all know how wrong it was, but y'all didn't consider my ancestors, those Africans, Christians. Because Christians don't enslave other Christians. But that's your religion? You running around calling yourself a motherfucking Christian? You don't even know. Christians don't enslave other Christians. Holy wars aren't between Christians. Huh? Iran. Let's roll. Let's role play. I'm Iran right now, right? Yo, we're not stopping our nuclear program. We can go back to war with you motherfuckers whenever y'all feel like it. As a matter of fact, get the fuck out and shut the fuck up, yo, right? Right. If y'all were gonna do some shit, y'all would have already done this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is it. Shut the fuck up. I mean, I'm American born African. I just know what the fuck we doing, man. We look weak right now for the shit we doing, man. Unless the government knows some shit that I don't know and rewrite and okay, but I just don't understand, man. And man, check your guy BB. Why are we doing this? Check your guy BB. BB, check your man's BB over there, right? BB fucking up what we trying to do. And BB says he's taking 75% of Gaza. That's called genocide, motherfucker. You trying to put people back in the land that you done fucked up all their buildings. They living in tents by the rubber. That's when, we don't hear shit about the West Bank because they already got the West Bank taken care of. Wow. Man, ain't nobody saying shit though, huh? All right. Stephen Miller and James Talarico's comments. Transgender to ugly fuck. Damn, man, this is American politics. See this stupid ass shit? Stephen Miller's wife clapped back when he was called an ugly fuck after he called Talarico a transgender person. Damn, that's crazy, yo. This shit, come on, man, more class, yo. What the fuck is going on, y'all? That's crazy. That's crazy as fuck. Katie Miller is calling her husband ugly is liberal violent rhetoric. What the fuck? Why is not just she ugly? Why just ain't a motherfucking a slur or a joke, motherfucker, or a comment, motherfucker? Why everything got to be either liberal or GOP and shit, conservative views and shit? Like, man, everybody got a little bit of liberal in them. Everybody got a little bit of conservative in them, man. This shit is just fucking, man, political theater bullshit, man. Hey, yo, terrible, yo. Terrible. All right. Yeah. Quick ones. I watched the Jay-Z shit with the Roots and shit. It was cool seeing Hov out there. I loved it. He was like, man, I miss doing this shit, man. It is what it is. Jay-Z shit. Jay-Z ain't for everybody. Never was. And the people that's hate, let them hate. It don't matter. He way too paid and he got way too many fans. Love the State Property reunion. Love to see Jasmine Sullivan out there singing her ass off. Love to hear the Roots playing. Love to see Meek Mill out there with Dreams and Nightmares. It sounded way better because at a point in time I was thinking that song was so fucking overrated because you hear it all the time, especially at basketball games. I just don't get it. My girls love that song. I got to hear that shit at the beginning of every home game. They love that shit. I get it. But, I get it. Just rhyme like that to shine like this and the matter. Fact like this. And I get it, fam. I get it. But man, it was cold when he did it on stage, though. Man, that shit was cracking. But shout out to Hov, though. Shout out to Hov, man. Nemesis Thoughts Part 2. Now, last week I said it's like Power Book 2 Ghosts meets Insecure and shit, right? Like, that's what I said it is, right? It's a good series, though, yo. I watched the whole thing. I watched all eight episodes. I think it deserved weekly plays. I don't know about the full season drop. However, that's what it's going to be, and that's how we get it, I'm going to take it. However, if they did the 8 episodes, right, they might put a Beauty in Black fall spring shit and flip it, but they got the other ones already. They got the other joints already ready for us, so they going to film them, and then they coming back in the fall shit. Now, I like that. Because the Beauty in Black, we got it in the fall, then we got it in the spring. You got 16 episodes. That shit was fire. So if you give me 16 more like in October, 8 more in October, I'm cool. Now, let's revisit Power. If you want to call it OG Power, right? What it was. It was about power. It was about the want, the need, and control of it, right? The fight for it from multiple people and shit, right? That's what it was. However, Nemesis is in the same vein. Courtney Kemp, right? Nemesis. What is Nemesis? We know what it is. Somebody, your enemy that you can't win against them. It's always hard against them and all this shit right there. You know what I mean? Who is your enemy? Right? Who can you make your enemy? Who can become your enemy? Can your nemesis end up helping you? Can your nemesis enemy end up helping you? You know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit. Right? Can your nemesis end up helping you? Shit. You know what I mean? After the finale, I left wanting more. Like, oh, man, y'all gonna end it like that, fam? But it was good. And when you do that, oh, man, damn, man, that shit was good. That means it was a good show to me. All right, y'all, I'm out. And what? I ain't gonna even do it. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together, y'all. Support your own American-born African with mass appeal. Listen to and follow Network on various platforms, wherever you listen to your podcast. Search Confidence in the Clutch. Click that bell for notification, new content when I drop. Follow, share, rate, and review. It's important. Every subscriber matters. I'm talking about you, and you too, baby. Even though you got the fake ass. You heard me? Follow us on X at KITK. Wherever you listen to your podcast, y'all. Weekly, Donald Nelson, D-Nell, Dizzle, Deezy, Deezus, Deezos, Don P, Don D, Little D, Don Rilla, Digger, Don Loke, Playboy D, host of Confidence in the Clutch Podcast with Donald Nelson. The Confidence in the Clutch Podcast is about sports, entertainment, music, culture, religion, politics, and society, y'all. Happy 8th anniversary to Confidence in the Clutch, man. Man, wow. It's amazing, man. I can't drink alcohol on days I go to the gym, B. Man. The only thing you can have is like a beer if that's what you're going to have, B. Man, a light beer. We'll figure it out, though, y'all. But I think maybe that's why I kicked it so hard last week. I was celebrating. It is what it is, you know. Remember those little things that come in your life, man. Just make sure you handle those, dog. It might not be as bad as you think, but you got to fight and stand up for yourself and let the universe, your God, your ancestors work for you, yo. Have a safe and healthy night. You listen during the daytime. Credit grade day on purpose, y'all. I'm out. Peace. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 and the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.